And we're live.
Yeah.
Hello. So, yes, can both of you start with introducing yourself? Oh, no, wait. I'm going to introduce the spins first.
Okay.
Sorry. Hi, everyone. Charlotte here from Clumsy Charlotte, and welcome to these OlympicsAthon Reading Sprints. You can join whether or not you're participating in the OlympicsAthon. We're just going to have a good time here, chat, do some reading, be productive, have a nice Tuesday evening. So, yes, now you can introduce yourselves. Let's start here.
Me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Lorena from Sunshine Lorena. I am taking part in the Olympics-a-thon and representing the UK because it fitted with my prompts, not because I'm actually from there. The books that I chose. So yeah, I'm really excited to be reading this evening.
Nice. And then
Hi everyone, I'm Hugo. I'm from Scientist Rhythm World and I'm representing Portugal in the Olympicathons, which is actually my country, but I believe I should choose another country because I don't read Portuguese authors. It's fast.
that's the challenge, though. Yeah, and as it says here for me, I'm representing Sweden, mainly because I am from Sweden, so that's the easier choice for me. But yes, if you are participating in the OlympicsAthon, please let us know what country you're representing as well. That's always fun, and the reasoning behind that. What we're going to do today, or what I'm going to do at least, is I plan on reading. I'm currently reading The Iron Widow. This is without the dust jacket. That's why the book is just back. And I only have like 60 pages left. So my goal is actually to finish the book during these sprints and hopefully also start another one. And yeah, I'm so far enjoying it. I have some mixed emotions about it, but the general thought is that I'm enjoying it. So that is good.
Nice.
Would you like to share what you will be doing or reading?
Yeah. So I probably should edit a video, but I'm not going to do that because I've not finished work that long ago, so I think I need away from constantly staring at something. Yeah, I need something to wind down with. And I have 2 books, but I think I'm going to go with the Dragon Republic. I started it this morning. So I think I'm going to continue with this because I want to save the Bride test for tomorrow because I'm back in the office. So it's an ebook and it's much easier for me to take to work rather than like this chunky book. So yeah, I'm going to be reading this.
Cool.
Yeah. I have to start my TBR for this month because I haven't started, so I'm gonna start Black Girl Unlimited, which is also part of the 12 recommended friends list that I got. So this is the first one. I'm like chapter 2. I'm enjoying it. It's different.
I think I've heard quite good things about it. That is good when you get more into it. Let's see, we have some comments. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Good afternoon from Maryland, USA. Well, good afternoon. It's evening for us. Hi, love the spins for helping me through my TBR. Well, happy to have you here and glad that it's helping you out. Team GB, and I'm from Scotland. Cool. Greetings from Turkey. I am representing my home country, Romania. That's amazing. About halfway through my sprints, but I'm currently reading Northchild for Winter Prompt, which is a Scandinavian folklore-inspired middle grade. Really enjoying so far. Happy to hear that. Cool. Yeah, please also let us know what you will be reading as well. But yeah, I actually had a look earlier today on like the sign-ups for the readathon, and it's over 30 countries that are being represented, which is
that's really good.
And so many different countries as well. So that's a lot of fun to see. And it's also like, because I'm also already tracking the results and I can see what the results are. And it's quite even as well with points. So people are really pushing through. And I do think it will be a battle for the top, which is a lot of fun.
It's good to see.
Have you finished any prompts yet, Lorena and Hugo?
Probably tonight if I finish this book. This counts.
Completely fine. No pressure. I'm just curious.
I finished 2 and actually need to do I need to submit the other one onto the thing, but I finished 2 so far.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's because I'm crossing over lots of different readathons, so I have lots of books to get through this month.
Yeah, same. It's a long, hefty TBR this month for the shortest month as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Let's see some more. I'm audiobooking at work. We finish up Noor today. Exciting. Hi, I still have not read a page. This is cleaning and organizing, but I might pick up my e-reader later tonight. Completely fine. You're still being very productive, which is amazing. I'll be reading the Midnight Library for Paralympics prompt. Cool. That sounds really good, actually.
Yeah,
I like that.
the library, yeah.
Hi, everyone. I am representing Sweden because I'm currently living here. Cool. Nice. Some more Swedes then. That is always good. Yeah, I don't really have any plan or schedule for how long our sprints will be. I had that for the first OlympicsAthon live, but not for this one. So what are your preferences? Do you prefer longer sprints or shorter sprints?
I'm good anyway.
Yeah. Okay. I thought that perhaps we'll start them with a shorter one because I feel like it's always nice to ease into it and then we can go for a few longer ones. So perhaps start with a 20-minute sprint.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 20 minutes is good.
Yeah, perfect. So I'm gonna share my screen to get the timer. Okay. Yes, you can see it, right?
Yes.
Amazing. So let's start off this live show with some 20-minute sprints. Good luck, everyone.
Happy reading.
Happy reading.
Happy reading. Hello.
Bing.
How did everyone do? Please let us know what you're reading and how much you read. I can start. I think I read about 25 pages. I'm currently reading Iron Widow. Yeah, that's what I did. I'm getting close to the end. That's exciting.
I'm sure you're going to finish it tonight.
Yeah, I think I will, perhaps in the next sprint or something. So I need to pick another book soon. I don't know which one yet, though.
That's exciting.
Very.
Sadly, you won't have answers for the end of the book.
Yeah, hopefully. How did you do?
I read 13 pages of the Dragon. I always do this. I always go to the wrong side of the Dragon Republic. I'm enjoying it. I'm getting back into like being in the world, the characters again. Yeah, the chapters so far have been a lot shorter than the Poppy War, I found.
Yeah.
So far, they might get longer, but they've been quite quick chapters, I found. And I was really interested in the prologue. I'm not going to say anything because that would like spoil things, but it's one of my predictions. I think I'm right based on like why else would they have that prologue? You know, but it'll be interesting.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also noticed on when we read Poppy War that the chapters are actually a bit longer than I remembered. They are quite long.
They were quite long, but so far these ones have been quite short. So I don't know if she then decided to shorten them down. Yeah, I do prefer shorter chapters because I feel like I achieve more.
Same.
Definitely.
How did you do, Hugo?
So I did a little afternoon snack, and then I read like 6 pages of the Black Girl Unlimited.
Ah, nice. What was your snack?
Toasts with butter and chocolate milk. It's always my snack.
Ooh, oh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Nice. So you have 28 pages. That's really good. Lots of illustrations in mine, so I made 50 pages. That's amazing as well. Cool. Yeah, I was thinking, because I feel like we've known each other for perhaps a few months now, but
Yeah.
I would love to get to know you a bit more. So perhaps if you would like to share when you started your BookTube channel and why you decided to start your channel. So if you would please share that, I would love to hear about it.
Yeah. So I started back in July 2020. I had like a couple of years of like a massive reading slump because I was like reading a lot, and then I went through 2 years of like terror. Like I barely read anything, only like a couple of books, and then the start of 2020, I was like, I'm going to read 12 books, and it got a few months in, and I hadn't, and then the pandemic obviously started, and then I started reading more, and then started watching BookTube and stuff, and got back into it. So I decided to do my own channel. And yeah, I got my reading back, which is the important thing. Yeah.
That's so cool. And how about you, Hugo?
I think I started in 2020, December, but I prepared that for a year because when I discovered BookTube, I was like, I want to do it. But I'm that person that I want to do it right. So I prepare myself. I have to have a tripod. I have to know how to edit a little bit. So I prepared things that I was like, okay, I have to put myself on a reading mood. So I started learning a little bit about myself, and then, well, it started like that.
Cool. Yeah, I think I also started in 2020, so it's kind of cool that we all started the same year. I started during the summer, but it was a similar thing for me that I had not been reading for years. Like I read so much when I was younger and like before starting high school and university. And when I started university, that completely killed my reading. But then like in 2019, I think I started to feel like, no, I want to get back into reading. I want to like learn things from reading again. because I used to love to read. So I started to slowly get back into reading. And in 2020, I also set myself a goal of reading 12 books, because one a month, I should be able to do that. And then I think, because I graduated from university in 2020, so during the summer, I suddenly had a lot of free time. Like, well, I should start a project. And I've always wanted to have like a YouTube channel, because I loved YouTube back in the day, like 2010, 2012, with all the British YouTubers, Dan and Phil, Tyler Oakley, Niga Higa, all of that. I loved it. So I've always known like, ooh, it would be fun to have a YouTube channel, but I don't know what I would do. And it was around 2020 that I started to discover BookTube as well. And like, yeah, perhaps I could give this a go. So it's always fun to hear where people start out and why they decided to make their channels, I feel like.
Yeah, I think the pandemic did help.
Yeah.
I had a lot more free time because then I was having to like commute into the office and stuff. So I naturally had more time for reading.
Very true, actually. I agree. I've heard about many channels that were created during the pandemic.
Yeah, no,
and also many other hobbies as well. So many of my friends have gotten into like knitting and a bunch of things like that.
Yeah, when you're bored, you're like, I have to do something. This is fun. Let's do it.
Yeah,
It's an
exactly.
addiction. It's almost like an addiction. You start and then it's like, I know, I don't want to leave.
Yeah. But I love to hear that you actually made an effort to understand what you wanted to do, Hugo, before you started. Because for me, it's been kind of the opposite, that I just suddenly one day sat down and made a video and like, I'm going to be awkward and cringe in the beginning and have no clue what to do and what I wanted things to be like. But I'll figure it out along the way and I'm learning as I go, which I found to be a lot of fun, actually.
But even then, my first video is super cringe. I'm super cringy on that video. Like,
no.
And I'm like, no, please.
Do you remember what your first videos were?
Yes.
What was it?
It was the BookTube newbie tag, which was a big mistake.
Oh, okay. Why?
Because it's one of the most traffic videos, and when you don't have content, people don't subscribe. I'm like,
yeah, no, I
learned.
I did the same. Like I got quite a lot of views on it, and I feel like if I had some other videos on my channel,
people would subscribe.
Yeah, whereas I had nothing, so they didn't have it. They had no idea what if I was going to continue, like how my setup was going to be. Yeah, so if I was to give somebody advice, is like maybe wait until after you're like do it for a month, like do about 4 videos or something, then do your new video. Yeah.
Great advice. You heard it here first. Make some videos before you do the BookTube newbie tag.
Yeah.
I think my first video was a June wrap-up, which is in some ways weird because why would anyone care about me talking about books I read when they don't know me? I don't know. Like, why would anyone go to, I want to hear this random person's wrap-up? I have no clue what they do. This is their first ever video. But it was fun. Do you have a favorite video of yours, or a favorite type of video at least? Difficult question.
Well, I love my original tags because I put a lot of effort on those. I have the book shopping. I have one for Eurovision. And then I have one from Britney. So I put a lot of effort in each one, especially the Eurovision one, because I was like, okay, let's start with 56. Okay, let's go to 60s, 70s. What is Eurovision? Because most of people are not from Europe. So I have to introduce them to the biggest show ever. That is amazing. Everyone should watch it. So it was very fun, yeah. But I think what I like most is the reviews. I love doing reviews. I'm not the most wanted, but I love just sit, talk, and like, let's go.
That's cool. I love that.
I think I like my TBR videos the best. Those are the ones I have the fun the most. Like deciding what I'm going to read and like what kind of prompts I'm going to get. And they're always chaotic because I always like put on like too much books than what I probably think. But I do enjoy making those videos. Yeah, and I found that the more videos that I've been doing, the more confident I've got. So I try not watch my old ones because they're too cringy.
Yeah.
Too cringy to go back and see. Yeah, I almost need to do like practice videos before I did booktube, I think, because it would have maybe given me confidence. It took a while.
I did, and it's the same.
Yeah, okay.
I did 2 or 3, and it's like, no, it's cringy the same.
Yeah.
It probably takes months and months to get to
Yeah.
that point that you're comfortable. Yeah.
For me, I had done some editing before because I actually I studied abroad. I studied in South Korea in 2019, so I made like videos for that. But it wasn't like sit down talk videos. It was just me filming scenery and stuff, and then sort of putting the clips together with some music. But at least I was comfortable with that, and I had done some like video projects for school in that way. But like sitting down, talking to a camera, also like I was living with my parents and I did not want them to know that I was making videos, so I always had to find time when they were not at home, and I would steal like my dad's tripod because I didn't have one, and one day he would walk into my room and like, why is the tripod there? And I don't know. Yeah, trying to keep it secret. Oh, but it's been fun though. Yeah. Love to hear your backstories. Yeah, I think it's fun. It's fun to know where people start out. Hi! Glad you're here. It's fine that you're late. No worries. We've barely started. Reading the manga 10 Dance, Volume 2, Then Our Violent Ends by Chloe Gahn. Hope you enjoy it. Cool.
I need to read Violent Delights. It's on my list of like ones I want to get to, but that list is
You
always
read the first one, right?
No, I need to read the first one. My plan was originally to do it for this readathon, but then I actually looked at the books that I had and I was like, I need to use the Dragon Republic instead.
Yeah.
I was like, otherwise I'm never going to actually achieve anything this month.
Very true, yeah. What's your favorite genres to read, usually?
I really enjoy thrillers. I'd say that's like the one that I enjoy the most reading. And I'm starting to read a little bit more romance, and I'm quite enjoying romances now. I haven't read as much fantasy, but I've enjoyed the ones I've picked up. But thrillers are the ones that I enjoy the most. They're the ones I rarely give 5 stars to, but it's my favorite
cool.
genre.
Do you have a favorite thriller or a recent one that you really enjoyed?
One of my all-time favorites is No Exit by Ardent. So yeah.
Cool.
No Exit is like, yeah, I'd say one of my all-time favorites. And then I Will Always Hunt at Night by Samuel Bjork. Yes, thank you. I really like that one as well.
Oh, okay, cool. Cool, because I struggle with thrillers a lot. I'm still figuring out what I enjoy and don't enjoy. So any recs are welcome.
So like I Will Always Hunt at Night is book 2 in like the start of it's like a detective. Well, it's not kind of like a detective, but not like the traditional ones, because I don't really like traditional detective ones. I find them a bit more on the boring side for me personally. But it's set in Norway. And you have like kind of 2 main people that you follow on the team, and it's a lot darker though. It depends how dark you like your books. It's a lot darker than other thrillers.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Nice. I'll have to look into it.
Yeah.
Hugo, what are some of your favorites?
I'm with Lauren. My favorite genres are definitely. Wait, I'm falling down. No, okay. Okay, I'm here.
Yeah, you're here.
Definitely are thrillers and fantasy are the 2 genres that I read the most. Although I love historical fiction, especially when it's the 20s or the 60s.
Oh,
I love that time.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Any recent favorites of yours?
I really enjoyed City of Girls, but I prefer Evelyn Hugo. Evelyn Hugo is the best.
That one's really good, actually. Yeah.
But City of Girls, it's very good because it's very the same vibe. A strong woman putting her own rules, her own sexuality, It's on the same vibe of Evelyn Yu, and I really enjoy that.
Yeah, I need to look one up.
I think I have that one on my want to read list actually. I've been wanting to get to it for a while. But I also really enjoy like Evelyn Hugo and just I don't know, like the lives of the famous
Yeah.
and the beautiful back in the day. It's so entertaining, like old
Yes.
Hollywood and that. It's
Yeah.
so much fun.
Definitely it's the golden era. It's that time. It's you. If you see some biography or some story set in that era, it's always so glamorous, and they are so also beautiful and so prose.
Yeah.
It just it's enchanting.
Yeah. I also really like Daisy Jones and the Six by the same author, Taylor Jenkins
Mhm.
Reid, because it's like the 70s rock and roll, all of that, drug, sex, rock and roll sort of era. And I love that. So for me, I actually enjoy that book even more than Evelyn Hugo. I really loved Evelyn Hugo too, but I just love the music industry sort of thing of it all. That was also really cool. Nice. Yeah, I think for me, my favorite genres are, well, it's fantasy. I feel like I have not. I don't think it was my most read genre last year, even though it's my favorite genre. But I think perhaps it will be this year because I've gotten a lot. And I received many more fantasies as of lately. But I also really like just romances and also, I think it's called literary fiction. I'm not too sure what it means, but just like general fiction, sometimes
Mhm.
contemporaries. I
Yeah.
feel like I do read a lot of those. Um, yeah, good mix of books. But I do want to get more into thrillers and also sci-fi. I would love to get more into because I don't read those as much, but I feel like I would really like them.
Yeah. Yeah, I do read a good mix, I'd say, of genres, but sci-fi, it's hit or miss for me. I don't know what it is with sci-fi.
Yeah.
Films, TV shows, I'm fine, but books, it's very hit or miss.
Mm, I agree with that actually, but I think it's because there's so many subgenres to sci-fi.
Mhm.
Like it could be like I guess more cyberpunk sci-fi, or it could be like space operas and contact with aliens and stuff like that. So it's a very wide range of what could be. But I'm actually gonna challenge myself to because in March there's the Tropical Readathon that I personally really enjoy, and in that one you pick a team, and the teams are different genres. So
Okay.
I've signed up for the sci-fi team, and will try and read more sci-fi because of that. But I'm very
This
excited about that.
force you to like read more and see if it is something that you're enjoying.
Yeah, because there are some I really had my eye on. I think we talked before about like Red Rising
Mhm.
and also like the free body problem and stuff like that. Yeah.
Sight is very
You
good.
yeah. Do you have other genres that you would love to explore more?
I think fantasy is the one that I want to get into more. Because like
Yeah.
now that I've read a bit more, I'm like, I think I'm going to really enjoy the genre. So I do want to try and read a lot more fantasy this year, I'd say.
Cool.
I think I'm with you, Charlotte. Blah, 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 blah. I'm for sci-fi. I only read like Sight is the only sci-fi book,
Oh,
and Frankenstein are the
uh,
only two sci-fi books that I've read.
what did you think of Soul?
Sight is amazing. It's perfect for a slump because it's so fast. You read it like in very fast. It's very addictive.
Oh, how cool!
Yeah, and it's not heavy sci-fi, and it's more dystopian. In this
Yeah.
case, it's utopia because it's a perfect utopia. But it's interesting.
Cool. Okay, yeah, because that's also another one that's been on my list for ages. I feel like
Yeah,
ever since I started to watch BookTube, everyone's been
it's
talking about Scythe.
no, Sight is so hype, but it's very good. I don't know the others, but the first one, it's you know amazing characters. You have an amazing plot, and the pace is so fast.
Hmm.
If you like fast pacings, it's flying through that.
I love fast-paced books. Like those are perfect for me. Cool. I might need to pick it up sooner rather than later then. Cool. how do we feel? Do we want to sprint some more?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, some more reading. Should we go for, how long do we want to go for now? I'm thinking at least 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, should we do a 31 then?
Yeah. 30 sounds good to me.
Okay, cool. Let's share the screen again. Okay, so let's go for a 30-minute sprint this time. Good luck, everyone. Happy reading.
Happy reading.
Time's up. So, please share, how did you do? Hugo, how did you do?
So, I read a few pages, I don't know how many, but then
Mm-hmm.
I started receiving a lot of emails from work, so I'm working on that now.
Yeah. I wanted to ask because is it your PhD that you're studying towards now?
Yes,
Or yeah.
yes, I
So
started
would you
PhD.
like to share a bit more what you do and what you're studying and working with?
So, I did my bachelor and master's in chemical engineer. Then
Ah,
my master thesis was focused on catalysts for, environmental purposes.
yeah.
My field of research is finding new catalysts. In this case, are metal complexes. For example, using iron, cobalt, copper, gold
Mm-hmm.
complexes to make reactions better. In terms, my focus now is on emissions or, for example, wastes, and transform them to add values products.
Okay. Oh, cool. Do you enjoy what you do?
Yes, that's why I put more 4 years on this.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, how much longer do you need to work for
Yeah,
your
it's
PhD?
it's now 4 years. I started this month, so it's 4 years from now.
How exciting.
Yes,
And will you have
2026.
to teach as well?
No, I have 5 classes that I have to take. One of them involves teaching, but it was my choice because it's easy
Okay.
and I need soft things. But involves more investigation on the lab, and then you have like the full thesis to write, which is four
Mm,
years of work you have to compile.
yeah. Do you work in a lab or is it more theoretical and
Yes, in a
like
lab.
a literary
I have
place?
Yes, I have the lab of the university. Yes,
Oh, cool. How
yes,
fun. Exciting.
It's a lot
yes.
of hard work. It's a lot.
Definitely.
Yeah. No, but my husband did a PhD in science. It was to a plant, but yeah, I watched him go through all of it, and then he had to do. I don't know if it's slightly different in the UK, but when you submit your thesis, you then have to like defend it.
Yes,
And because
that's
there was a
right.
pandemic, he was the first one ever at the university that had to do it online.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
They had to do it like on Zoom or Teams. I can't remember.
yes,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I had to defend my master thesis online. Usually it's also like a physical, like a presentation in person, but I had to do it
mhm,
online and it felt so anticlimactic. Like all of like 5 years of education has built up to this moment and I'm sitting alone in my room in front of a computer defending my thesis that I worked on for 6 months, and it's like 5 people in the Zoom call. It felt so weird. And then the call's done and I'm like, okay, I guess I'm done. I don't know.
Yeah.
yeah.
Very weird.
Definitely is anticlimactic. I defend mine personally, and it's totally different.
Yeah, I did that for my bachelor thesis. That one I did in person, but not my master's one.
Yeah. The pandemic
Um,
messed everything up.
yeah, so many things that changed during the pandemic. Uh, did you do some reading, Lorena, or did you disappear somewhere?
No, I did disappear, but I also did reading. I read about 18 pages.
Nicely
Uh,
done.
yeah, so I am just enjoying being back in the world and kind of finding out the current situation.
Yeah, it's cool. It's interesting.
Yeah.
I finished Iron Widow. I think
Yay!
that was about 40 pages on. So yeah, I I did enjoy it. I found the ending quite confusing.
It
Multiple
is.
things, like what's going on. Um, so I'm not sure, but I think this is gonna be a series. So I
Yes.
definitely want to read the sequels, most definitely. Uh, but like there are some things in this book that I really, really love. I love a lot of the representation in it. There's a lot of like important discussions about gender and what we're being told about gender, and also like what women can and cannot do, and female rights, and also all the propaganda that these characters are being told, like you can't do this, you can't do that, you must do this, and there's really no reason for that. So the story is basically about our main character just breaking all of those assumptions about women and stuff, and showing like, no, I can do these things. You have just oppressed us for years and told us that we can't do things that we actually can do. And that part I really like, and I really like her character. But I think the battles, because the thing is they sound so confusing, but they're like pilots for huge machines that battle or something. And those battles are quite confusing to me because they use like their inner energy and chi to power these huge machines. And there's like something about their consciousness, that the consciousness is in another realm while they are managing these machines. That's where I get a bit confused.
I think
I also feel like the story development was it's fast paced, which I enjoyed, but it felt a bit too fast paced or a bit too jumpy. Like we're going between these major reveals, major events quite quickly. I don't really have time to process what's going on. So I think it's gonna be a 4-star for me.
Yeah.
And now I need to figure out what to read next. I have 2 options. Yeah. Either I'll read The Alchemist.
Oh, my favorite book.
Is it?
I was going to say that.
Like I literally have like a stack here in different languages.
Oh, how cool! That's so cool. Yeah, how many languages have you read it in?
Oh, and just in English. I am going to attempt in Spanish and Italian because I do know both those languages, but the rest of them,
It's just you have the pretty books.
Yeah, it's from like different places I've been to, so it does have like a link. It's just like kind of like a souvenir from different countries.
I love that.
So, I think I have it in Swedish and Portuguese actually.
Oh, cool.
As well.
Because it's originally in Portuguese, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because I actually listened to it as an audiobook last year, and I really enjoyed it, but I feel like I was rushing through the audiobook a bit, and I did not pay enough attention. So I thought that perhaps if I buy it and read it physically, I will appreciate it so much more, because I did really enjoy it, but I was just rushing through it. So this is one of my options because it's a translated book. And my second option is I have Undercover Bromance as an ebook on my phone.
I've heard good things about that one as well. Depends. They're very different. Like different.
Yeah, very different choices, right?
Yeah. Depends what kind of you're in the mood for.
I'm not sure actually.
For romance or not.
Yeah. Perhaps I think I might go for Undercover Bromance. I read the first chapter a few days back. And I do have other ebooks I need to read as well. So perhaps it's just good that I get through that one. But I'm really excited to get to this one throughout the readathon as well. I think it looks really nice. I don't know. I like the cover a lot. And it's short, which is also good.
Yeah, it is a short one, yeah.
Cool. I'm guessing you have read it, Hugo? Or
no, I haven't. Yeah.
Okay.
First,
cool.
because it's not Portuguese from Portugal.
Yeah. I know.
From Brazil. So it's very different reading a book in Portuguese from the Brazil. But it's a very popular author here. Yes.
Yeah.
And I love everyone that like tries to say his name, and I'm like, close.
I'm pretty sure I never get it
right. No, it's because of the year that we have. We have the sounds of L and H or N and H together. We make that sound. It's coelho.
Wait, no.
Coelho. Yes.
Coelho.
Okay.
I'll try and remember that for future videos because I've definitely mispronounced it.
Yeah. Most people go like for coelho or coelho. Or
coelho. Coelho.
Coelho.
Okay. Close enough. Better. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, cool. Thanks for the tip.
It's that part of the language that it's hard to learn. It's the news.
Yeah. Portuguese sounds so different to because I know Spanish and Italian. I feel like they're all from the same area and like have links, but like Portuguese sounds so different to me. Whenever I hear it, I'm just like, I don't really know what people are saying. I concentrated, I could get bits and pieces, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's more closer to the Spanish, but yes, it's still different.
Definitely. Oh, that's so cool. But I feel it's so difficult with authors' names most of the time. Also, like Iron Widow.
Yeah.
Like,
Shiran
I'm
Jai
not
Zhao.
even gonna try. This is also really difficult to pronounce.
It's Shiran Jai Zhao.
Yeah, Chiran J. Chow. Yeah.
I had to listen to her video like a ton of times, like Shiran Jai Zhao, Shiran Jai Zhao.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like I even mispronounce like English names sometimes.
Yes.
It's bad.
I butcher author's name like easily. Authors and characters.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, like with the Poppy War, the only reason why I know the characters' names is because I've listened to the audiobook, so I know how to pronounce them only because it's the audiobook. Otherwise, I would be saying it completely wrong.
Yeah, we talked about it in the live show for the Poppy War that we all said the names in different ways. Because I haven't listened to the audiobook, I've only read it. So I was way off, apparently.
Because it comes out as how in our language it sounds like, and then you translate it to what it seems, and then it's not. It's totally
Definitely. See, we got some comments before. I need to do side 2, Buddy Read. Yeah, sure thing. Would be fun. I'm outside walking my dog, so I'll be listening to Kim Young, born 1982. That's a really good book.
Yeah, it's really good.
I was surprised by how much I enjoyed this book, actually. I did not expect to like it as much as I did.
Yeah, no, I really liked it when I read it.
It's a good one. I got halfway through the manga, though it's very difficult to follow at times, and I'm starting to lose interest. Oh, that's too bad. But like, is it worth to power through if you're halfway? Mangas are usually quite quick, so perhaps you can just power through it and then be done with it. But if you're not enjoying it, just pick up something else. Are you too good at DNFing books, or how are you with that?
I started this year DNFing book.
Hey, on you.
But I'm horrible on that. I always feel like I have to read it, but then this year, in January, I was like, nope, I'm not feeling I have the Poppy War to read it. Move. Yeah, and I did my first DNF.
Good job. Wait, which one did you DNF though?
It's the Amber Crown. It's a new release from January. I had an arc on NetGalley, and I was like, nope, I'm halfway through and nothing happened. So no,
Okay.
I'm not going to push up.
You had me worried there for a while because you said DNF and Poppy War in the same sentence.
No. The Poppy War, I'm still so behind.
That's fine. Yeah. Don't stress it.
I'm almost finishing, but it takes time.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it does take time.
Yeah. Lauren, how are you with DNFs?
Not the best. Not the best. I should be better at DNFing, but sometimes I'm almost like, no, it's going to get better. I'm sure it's going to get better, and then I just kind of keep going. And I have DNF books in the past, but I need to get better at it.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, I'm not the best at DNFing. I usually DNF like arcs and audiobooks. I don't want to DNF books I own because then it's like I paid for this or I got this as a gift. I need to read it. So yeah, I'm not the best either, but I did DNF a few books last year at least. Some more comments. I switched books as I'm slightly obsessed with the series Unnatural History of Dragons, which is an audiobook on script. On book 4 now, so only one to go. That's great. I think this book is actually on my 12 books from 12 friends in 2022. So I'm glad to hear that you enjoy it. That's a good sign. Finishing this volume, but I don't think I'll continue the series. That's fair. Yep. Good job. Probably DNF a bit too quickly at times. So this year I want to retry a few, mainly a Dark House. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, I feel like some books for me, like I start listening to them as audiobooks, and perhaps I realize that, this would be better for me as a physical book or an actual reading text. So I might DNF a book or like put it on hold and wait to get it as a physical book instead. Yeah, so to give it another go. And we also have Lorena. Are you Scotland based?
I'm from Scotland, but I live in England.
Is it something you can hear in the accent, perhaps? Or
Yeah, it's not my accent isn't the strongest, but maybe she picked up on the accent.
could be. Could
Yeah.
be. Okay, cool. Cool. Do you have a accent in Portuguese, Hugo?
Yes, there is one from the north where usually BA is from.
Hmm.
Usually they switch the V's with the B's.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
it's
interesting.
pretty strong. It's more closed, and also the islands have different accents.
Oh yeah, makes sense.
So
I
in the
don't
north,
understand the islands. If I go to the island, I don't understand them.
It's
It's
that different?
Yeah, it's that different, especially
Wow.
if it's a remote island, like from the Swedish, the farthest ones. You don't understand them. They speak totally different, and like, okay,
Whoa.
slow down and try to speak Portuguese, please. Totally different.
Yeah.
it's like in Spain, the Canary Islands, like the accent is so different from the mainland. Like whenever I've been, I've had to like, okay, I need to like readjust and like they need to speak slower because like they just yeah.
Hmm. Cool. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I'm from like I don't know what you call it, but I don't really have a accent in Swedish. It's just like mainland Swedish or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
But all throughout the country, there are so many different accents and dialects, and I'm so bad at those, especially southern parts of Sweden. That's closer to Denmark. I struggle so much with understanding them. But I think that's just me, my own personal struggle, because no one else does. It's just a me. Sort of DNF, if something is so bad I don't feel like finishing it, I'll skim the rest of it. Makes sense. Complete sense. Picked up on the accent. My granddad was Scottish. I'm hoping to move to Edinburgh in the next year.
Edinburgh's, I think, the nicest place in Scotland. I just love that city so much.
Cool. I've actually been talking with my friend that perhaps we should go there hopefully this year, closer to like autumn or winter. I feel like that would be nice.
Yeah. Autumn. It's still sunny.
Mm-hmm.
And then I suppose you're from Sweden anyway, so the weather wouldn't bother you. The weather bother you. Whereas
I
most of the
still
time,
prefer good weather.
yeah, no, it's mostly people like from like southern countries like want to go to Scotland, and it's just like,
Yeah.
yeah, you should avoid that time of year because you're not going to enjoy the weather. But for you, I don't think it's not gonna matter.
Yeah. We thought it would be cozy. I don't know, like if it's like a bit chilly and perhaps getting closer to Christmas times, perhaps it's like cozy walking around. I don't know, just assumptions.
Yeah, I think it would be nice. Like around Christmas, it is nice. Hopefully, like December coming, like things should be like normal because like last year, still like Christmas stuff wasn't the same as it was before.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, true.
it is nice that time of year.
Yeah. How's the entire situation in your countries? Like, are your countries opening up or are there still restrictions? What's the status with the pandemic?
And in the UK, everything's like open. They've like basically abandoned everything. There isn't like social distancing anymore. Like you don't have to wear masks, but like people still do in shops and public transport. It just depends where you are. But yeah, it's just they've kind of just let everyone just go back to normal.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Here they want to start putting like the UK, start opening, not opening because everything is open, but like take off the masks, take off everything because you still have to wear masks inside or in the public transportation. But I don't know. There's a lot of still people unvaccinated here.
I think that's the thing. So the UK, the vaccination rate is at a level that they want to get to make sure there's like herd immunity or something. I know in other countries, the vaccination rates aren't at that level, and I think that's where we still have lots of cases, but I think we have enough vaccinated people that it's not as much as a problem as other countries.
Yeah, for us, it's reached the level where like everyone is getting sick. Basically, they're basically telling you that if you have any symptoms, don't even bother with taking a test. Just assume that you have the virus and stay at home. But also, we have even though the virus is spreading a lot, we have very few, or at least getting fewer cases in the intensive care, which
Yeah.
is what's important, because we don't want to burden our hospitals too much. So actually, starting from tomorrow, all of our restrictions will be completely gone. So similar to UK, then I guess. So we never really had many restrictions to begin with. At the start, Sweden mainly had recommendations, and then we started to have restrictions regarding like how many can be in a crowd or at a place or stuff like that. And we haven't really had that harsh rules regarding masks as well. But starting tomorrow, all those restrictions, recommendations, all of that will be gone. So it will be interesting to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, it sounds similar to the UK because, I mean, we had a big push for the third dose just before Christmas and after Christmas.
Yeah.
And then so many people I knew just kept being like, oh, I'm ill. Like people kept getting it. So I think I somehow have managed to not have it. As far as I'm aware, maybe I've just not had any symptoms. I don't know, but as far as I'm aware, I haven't had it. But yeah, for a period of time, like everyone I knew kept getting it. So it's almost like it's just went through everyone, and we're at that point that it's just, I don't know, it's not affecting people as much, or a lot of people have antibodies at this point.
Yeah, like for me or around here, it's been more like people are starting to consider it more just like a regular flu or cold, perhaps, because they always go around every winter anyway.
Yeah.
So mainly because people are not getting as sick because they have boosters or they've gotten the vaccine, or perhaps this mutation of the virus is not as bad as previous versions of the virus. So I think that's why, our government is deciding that we can try and go back to normal now, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, no, it's going to be interesting. I think I'll be fine. It'll be next, like autumn, winter, that we're going to see how things are going to be then. That's going to be the problem.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Is this something, because I understand that it's not perhaps your area, Hugo, but still like chemical engineering. Is it something you've been
I
researching
worked with. Yes, I worked because when it started, there was because in Portugal the investigations work with the foundation, and the foundation finances not only PhDs but also projects for professors to apply to get financial from Europe and everything. So they cut some projects to make COVID projects, and I worked in one for make quit texts. It's not the problem is that it's not. If it was something just in Europe, I think we'll be fine. The problem is that we have a lot of places that are not vaccinated a lot, that will create like new variants until everything starts to be an endemic, and you have like, okay, these are the normal variants. You can create a vaccine, for example, like the flu vaccine or the tetanus that you take like periodically, but you are safer for that. Until then, it's always like you have to take a booster, because if there is one more variant that is stronger or is more contagious, it's not going to be effective.
Makes sense.
That's the only problem.
Yeah, I've heard that the issue is that the majority of the world isn't vaccinated. Yeah.
We'll see how it all goes.
Europe is fine. We're fine.
Yeah. I want to travel, and I want to attend concerts and all of that.
Yes.
So I'm missing those parts.
Yeah.
See. Another one. I also recognize the Scottish. Seen a lot of movies. It's one of any country I'll eventually visit. Cool. So perhaps it's not as, I guess, perhaps it's stronger than you thought it was.
I don't know. I know it's not a shock. Like my friends have way stronger accents, but I think it's also because I haven't lived in Scotland in many years. I taught English in Spain and Italy. My husband's Italian, so I think consciously I've just almost neutralized it a bit more, but without actually realizing it. So I don't think it's not as strong.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Do we want to go for another sprint?
Yeah.
Yeah. Should we do another 30-minute one?
Yeah, I think it's perfect.
Yeah.
Cool. And just let me know if you ever need to drop out or anything. That's completely fine too. But yeah, let's start with a new sprint, 30 minutes. Let's go. How did everyone do this time?
How's it working?
Now you're working.
I read like 12 pages. I ate dinner and read about 12 pages. And something that I predicted, I was right. I was right. I can't say anything because spoilers, but I'm so happy that I was right. I knew it.
I think I maybe know what it is. Cool. Okay, good. Yeah, I also didn't read. I updated like my reading log because I finished the book, and also like put it into my tracker for OlympicsAthon. Wrote a quick review on Goodreads, and yeah, stuff like that. So no reading this time. Let's see how everyone else. We also got some comments before. Yes, enjoying Kim Young. That's good. This is also regarding your accent, I guess. Maybe for us, we don't hear it as often, so we hear it more from you.
Maybe, yeah.
Another theory. Just joining, reading The Cost of Knowing. Cool. Interesting. Just joining, reading Storm Runner for my disability prompt. Nice. Hi, Ron. Just joining. A lot of people just joined. I will try to finish my sport prompt today. 15% left. Cool. What are you reading for the sport prompt? Got distracted by the Olympics. Is it on now, or is it recap?
I think it's on now, or it was.
Is it? Isn't it like during the night for us though?
No, because I remember when it was the Summer Olympics, it was around like 1 till 5. They were the lives one because it shines like +4.
+6, I think.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
So
because what I watched, because I watched it today, most of it was during like in when was it? I think it started around 2 a.m. in the morning or like during the night and went on until I think 1 p.m. something like that.
Yeah, I remember there were some things that we could see the morning.
Exactly. Yeah, it was a good day for Sweden at least because we had just like skiing and we had a double, so we got both a gold and a silver in like the skiing sprints. So that was really nice. Good day. I almost cried, or I did cry. I get very emotional from like I don't know, like when people work hard for something and achieve it. Like I don't know, I get really touched by that, and I can see that especially with sporting events that affects me even more. Like when people, no matter their nation, really, when they get to go up on that podium for number one, and you can usually see how taken they are as well by that moment. I just start sobbing.
Yeah, because I mean they work really hard to like get to that level.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's the biggest thing in their career, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's so special. Yeah. I finished the manga, and I will not be continuing, unfortunately. Well, at least you finish it, and you can pick up something new instead. So that's good. I have about 45 minutes left of Nora audiobook. Cool.
Yes.
Then I think you'll finish it today, actually. That is amazing. I will have to leave, but I had a lot of fun. Great to see you all and get to know you some more. Thank you for hanging out with us. I'm rereading Harry Potter 6. I'm counting Quidditch as a sport. Completely fine. I've said it, fantasy sports.
Oh, 6 is the Half-Blood Prince, so it's very exciting one.
Yeah. I've only read the first 3 books. I want to read the entire series. I've seen all the movies, but I haven't read the books actually.
I just read the books like 2 years ago. I have watched the whole movies. I was obsessed, but I haven't read the books till like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I read them as they came out. But I think I was just at the age of the books, if you know what I mean. I grew with the books, so I was just at the right age. And I would like literally read them in like 24 hours. Like, I need to know what happens.
Yeah. No, they're really good. Like, I was surprised by how much I enjoyed them when I started to read them like 2 years ago. So I do want to continue with them. I've just been prioritizing other things. But the fifth one is scary because it's the chunkiest one, which feels weird, but it's really chunky, number 5.
It's my favorite of all.
It is? Oh,
Yes,
cool.
I love Order of the Phoenix.
I've heard that it's very like angsty teen vibes.
It has like the best characters, you have Dolores, you have Bellatrix,
Yeah.
you have the best there.
No, I'm excited to continue. I need to. It's the recap. Okay, recap of the Olympics. Watching the GB Sweden curling bronze. Oh yeah, I watched that too. Sorry for your loss. Sweden won. Beijing is 8 hours, so it's nearly 4 a.m. there. Yeah, exactly. So I don't think there's any events now, but they'll start in the morning. Yeah, I read 15 pages and had dinner. I'm 150 pages into my book, and I like it so far. Cool. Happy to hear that. Have any of you been watching the Olympics? Do you even care?
I don't usually watch the winter ones. I'll watch Summer Olympics, but the winter ones I don't really watch them. But maybe I might like watch some of it. But it's not like the summer ones are the ones that I really enjoy because I really like gymnastics and that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the same. We don't have any. We only have 4 people participating from Portugal because we don't have snow. We don't have a harsh winter, so it's hard to make like winter Olympic sports when you don't have snow. But I just follow like the Portuguese. Like when it's a Portuguese, I watch them. But it's just that.
Yeah, makes complete sense.
Or Taekwondo. When it's Taekwondo, I watch a lot.
Cool. Yeah, I also usually prefer Summer Olympics actually because I love. I used to practice athletics myself, like and field stuff. I'm obsessed with that. But every Summer Olympics, I get obsessed with gymnastics. Like I watch every single thing. I love it, and I go from knowing nothing, becoming a professional. No, definitely not. But I learn so much when I watch it every 4 year. So I definitely love that. But I watch Winter Olympics because Sweden usually participates in a lot of the different events, and usually we do quite well. So that's why it's nice to have on in the background as well. Like even at my office, we just put it on a big screen and we have it there. And then once there's an event with a Swede, we kind of just look up and watch that, and then we continue to work. So it's nice background thing.
Yeah, you told that you like athletic. It was my worst thing they could do in school. Like you have to run. No, you have to jump. No, I do anything else. They said that. I hated running.
Yeah. I was the same. Like the running stuff, the hurdles. When they made us do hurdles, it's just like the high jump. I was okay at. I was okay at the high jump, but like in general, athletics.
Yeah, for me too. I'm not a runner. I don't run. My disciplines were like throwing stuff, so shot put or javelin, because I'm not that quick, I'm not that light, I'm not that tall. So like jumping, running, I enjoyed like high jump and long jump, but I was not really that good at it because I just had the physique to be great at it. I don't have long legs, but throwing was more strength and also a lot of technique. So those were mainly my events, but still, like if you did one discipline, you did most of them, at least when you were younger, before you started to specialize. Like hurdles. I had a good technique over the hurdles, but I was so slow between the hurdles. So I still did not do well, even though my technique was good, because I was too slow.
I'm terrible at running. Like I'm just
Same.
terrible at running. Terrible.
No.
I used to do taekwondo when I was in high school, so that.
Why did you?
Oh, yay. Cool! I did it on my exchange when I studied in South Korea. I joined a taekwondo club for like a year.
Yeah,
I did it for 12 years.
Amazing! Wow. Yeah, you have a black belt, right?
Yes.
Cool. That's cool. I really love that though. It was a lot of fun. Taekwondo.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's really good. And you don't have to be like a sportiest person to do it either. Like,
And like good, I feel like it was good like all around workouts as well, because it's technique, but it's also a lot of like, I guess, how to move your body, and you need to stretch and be a bit more flexible,
Yes.
and also um, like coordination and a lot of things. Let's see. Sorry that I spoiled it. I didn't realize that it was those types of recaps. I thought it was just like when we talk in the studio, like we did this today. I'm sorry. But it was this morning. It happened this morning, so I thought you knew.
Yes.
By the way, I prefer Winter Olympics. Summer Olympics just doesn't interest me. Completely fair.
yeah.
Definitely.
I probably have to go because I'm gonna take dinner and then I have to sleep because I wake up too early. Okay?
Yeah. Completely fine. Completely fine. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much
for
for
having
joining
me.
today. I really appreciated it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll see you soon. Everyone, follow Hugo. Link is in the description.
Like, love you both. Bye.
Bye. Yeah, I also thought that perhaps if you're up for it, we'll have a shorter, like 20-minute sprints later, and then we'll wrap this up as well, if that's all
Yeah,
right.
that's fine, yeah.
Cool. Just gonna go through some more of the answer. Figure skating and bobsledding are my favorite. I like both summer and winter. All the bobsledding and like the skeleton and lug and all of that, that's scary because they're
Yeah.
going down this ice track in like 100 kilometers an hour, and like you don't want to crash. That is scary. I feel like people that choose to do those sports are insane.
Yeah, no, it does look really scary. And like, it
Yeah.
could go so wrong, couldn't it?
Yeah, obviously they know what they're doing, and it's also the same like when in alpine, when they go downhill really fast, and like it is obviously they are professionals, they know what they're doing, but it's still dangerous. I feel like a lot of winter sports are so dangerous in so many ways. Like summer Olympics or summer sports are more like, oh, the worst that can happen is that you get injured. But in winter Olympics, it's like the worst that can happen is that you die.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird. It's very extreme. I love watching skating, ice dancing. That's very beautiful. Yeah. I watched some of the reruns of that today, actually. It's really stunning. Pretty much only watch ice skating in the Winter Olympics. Yeah. Seems to be a lot of ice skating sports, ice skating fans is what I meant to say.
Yeah. I think it looks really nice though, ice skating. This looks very elegant and yeah.
Yeah. Kind of like gymnastics, but on ice.
Yeah.
Like having it on in the background. Same. It's good. Some sports are so impressive, like freestyle skiing or skiing. Definitely. Those are insane. Another like sport where I feel like people must be insane to even try that, to do all of those tricks and waltz in the air. It does not make sense.
Yeah.
I stay up to watch most things, but evenings is when I catch up on the previous day's events. I just avoid media. Sorry, I will know in the future. I'll try to not to spoil things. Olympics are so emotional. I watched today a French alpine skier who won his first Olympic medal at 41 years. That's incredible. Like things like these is what make like I'm tearing up now.
Yeah. Because that's like, oh, finally, like, yeah.
It's so cool. And also we had like every year in Sweden, I'm certain that other countries have this as well, but we have like a gala each year for athletes where they get like prizes for like best female, best male, best sporting event, all of that. And when that event gala was on for like 2 weeks ago, I was bawling. It was bad because they're getting recognized for everything they have achieved, and usually it's a lot of talk with the family members as well. That hits. I'm most excited for the half pipe snowboarding. Really rooting for Sean White. Okay, cool. That's also another thing I appreciate with Olympics in general. that usually you get to watch sports that you usually don't know that much about.
Yeah.
So I always follow athletics. I usually always follow alpine skiing and like skiing in the tracks, but I don't watch snowboarding. I don't watch bobsledding or skating. So that's really cool that you get to see that in the Olympics, and that those sports and events are being more pushed towards the people, I guess. I really like that.
Yeah.
It's okay, I spoil myself all the time, don't worry. Okay, good. Sorry once again. Cool. So what do we say? A final 20-minute sprint and then a bit of talk and wrap up.
Yep, that's fine.
Cool. Amazing. Perhaps I'll actually read this time. Oh, wait. I'm clicking the wrong buttons. Hold on. Share screen. Here we go. Okay. So 20-minute reading sprints. Everyone, good luck.
Yeah, happy reading.
Time's up. How did everyone do this time?
I read about like 10 or so pages, I think.
That's good. Solid.
Yeah.
How far are you into the book now?
So I am now 85 pages in. So it's chapter 7.
Exciting.
We're getting to like, I can see what the plot of this one's going to be. Like we're at that point that it's starting to kind of piece together. I always feel like a lot happens in these books as well. Like I feel already like quite a bit's happened.
Definitely. And you have like 500 pages to go.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I started reading Undercover Bromance on my phone. So I've not been scrolling my phone, I've been reading. And I read 8%, which I think is good. And yeah, so far I'm really enjoying it actually. I read like the first chapter a few days back. So I'm on like chapter 4 or something now. 15% into the book. But it's fun. I like the main female lead so far. So it's gonna be some sort of romance, but I like her at least, so that is promising.
Yeah, it's good. I
read the first one last year, and that one was great.
Yeah, I've not read the first one, so I'll add it to my list.
Nice. Read 5%. Don't want to spoil, but I'm at a decisive moment of Harry Potter 6. Interesting. Cool. Lorena's all like, yeah, I know what you mean.
I mean, I think so.
I've seen the movies. Got distracted again as I'm restarting my 2022 Buju now. My goals and hopes have changed, but I did do the first chapter of Our Violent Ends, and it's good. Okay, cool. Happy to hear that. Nice. And bullet journal fixing is also a lot of fun. It's very relaxing in some ways.
I don't journal. I don't have the patience to like patiently like put everything together.
Makes sense. Yeah. Do you keep like a calendar or something like that instead? Or like a planner? Or you just keep everything in your head?
Yeah, I keep everything in my head, or like I do have like some spreadsheets for my book stuff, but with bullet journals, I did try it before, and I'm not very artistic either. So
yeah, me neither though. Like I can't draw at all, so that's why I mainly use like stickers or washi tape.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, it's nice. I like to write things down. I'm the same way at work. I always have a notepad or like sticky notes or something where I can just write everything down. And even though I work with like IT and computer science, I still prefer to do it by hand than to keep it somewhere on my computer. Also, like you, I have a lot of like different spreadsheets for stuff, but just like regular planning or writing down notes, I prefer by hand. So my previous one, I'm focusing on wedding and business plan, but with the events of last month, I felt I needed a fresh start and to re-motivate myself. Sounds perfect, actually. Definitely should do that. Good luck with your planning for the new year and how it will look like. That was also our final sprint. It's been good. I'm really grateful that you joined me today. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was good. It was fun.
I feel like we have done some good amount of reading, both us here hosting it, but also all of you in the comments. So it's been a lot of fun. And hopefully, or I know there will be more sprints for the OlympicsAthon in the future. I haven't decided on the next date yet, but keep a track on the Discord or on the Twitter and it will come. Do you have anything that you would like to share or promote, Lorena?
No, not for the moment. No, just do my reading and the Poppy read along, the Poppy War read along. So yeah, that's just it for the moment. I haven't hosted sprints on my channel, but I will at some point, but I don't know when.
So yes, check out the Poppy War read along if you're interested in joining. We're currently reading the second book, The Dragon Republic. So if you started with the first book and haven't continued, this is the perfect chance to join for that. The live show, the discussion for that will be on the 6th of March is the plan, and I think it will be on your channel actually.
Yes,
right.
yeah.
And also check out Lorena's channel. She is amazing. She does a lot of vlogs and some fun TBRs and a bunch of great videos. So her link is in the description. So please give her a follow. Yeah. Thank you for the sprints. Thank you and good evening or good day. Yeah, and thanks everyone. I'm gonna stop sending now. So have a nice evening, have a nice day, take care, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.
Bye.